How long will Boris Johnson last? My name's Mike Cashman. If what I'm saying is interesting, please subscribe to the channel. Britannia waives the rules. So, how long will Boris Johnson last as Prime Minister? There are some MPs, some Tory MPs, who have publicly declared that he should resign. It's about half a dozen. There are some who have not declared this publicly, but have sent their letters in to the 1922 committee. Rumour is that in total that's around 35. It has to be 54 to provoke a leadership election. There are many who are saying, well, let's wait for the outcome of the Sue Gray report. But of course, there are not possibly 50 shades of grey, but there are shades of opinion within that. So there are some who have already decided that they will put their letters in, but they feel it's, looks better if they wait until the report comes out. So as soon as it does, they'll read the report and send their letter in. There are some who are not going to send their letters in when the Sue Gray report comes out. They will read it. They may say, well, she didn't say that he broke the law. She's not going to say that anyway. That's not in her remit. But they may use that to say, so we're going to give him a further chance, or we're not going to send a letter in yet. There may genuinely be some in the middle who are waiting to read the report and take note of what it says and make a decision based on that. But I think most people are probably more tactical than that. Because it's 2022. If you are a Tory politician who has aspirations to be Prime Minister, then I think you have to ask yourself, is there going to be a better chance than this to oust Boris Johnson? Is there going to be a greater degree of scandal? I don't think we're going to have another time quite like December 21, January 22. The situation may get a bit worse as we go through dealing with the cost of living increases, the energy price increases, the local elections, and some really bad results for the Tories in the local elections. So if you're thinking, what is the best time, what is the best chance, A, to depose Boris Johnson, and B, for your leadership bid, then you may say now, you may say leave it till May. In 2021, early 2021, I blogged that unless Johnson resigned early in 2021, which I thought was possible, then if he stayed in office, he would be ejected sometime in 2022. He wouldn't be ejected in 2021 because people wouldn't want to take the Brexit impact themselves. And that syndrome may be continuing a bit. People may be looking at the next 3 months and saying, well, I don't really want to be Prime Minister in all of that, but I wouldn't mind taking it on in the summer. So I think the contenders may well be split between thinking now is the time versus, well, let's hang on until the Tories have some dreadful local election results in May, and allowing the possibility that, perhaps other things might happen. There might be a big scandal concerning Labour, and, who knows, maybe things would get better, but they're probably not anticipating that to be the case. There's a lot of potential contenders for Tory leadership. So you normally have Chancellor, Foreign Secretary, Home Secretary, Sunak, Truss and Patel. Certainly the first two have been very obviously lining themselves up. You have these deputies like Gove and Raab milling about. You have Health Secretary Sajid Javid. That's an important role at the moment. Nadhim Zahawi. You've also, at this time, got some of the most experienced and capable politicians outside the cabinet. Look at the chairs of select committees. There's obviously Jeremy Hunt, but Tom Tugendhat knows more about what was going on with foreign affairs than Dominic Raab did. Tobias Ellwood, Greg Clark and others. I'm not saying that every one of those that I've named is likely to be, or is likely to get into the last two, obviously, but many of them could have some sort of a following. Many of them could be fancying their chances at the moment. So how long will Boris Johnson last? I think, on balance, that there's probably going to be a leadership election triggered by the 54 letters within the next few weeks. But reasonable alternative proposition is that it could be left until after May, leadership election in the summer, new leader elected, crowned at the party conference in September. I don't believe Boris Johnson is going to last as Prime Minister beyond 2022. That's what I blogged last year, that he would be ejected in 2022 if he was still here. That's what I continue to believe. But what do you think?